We all know that feeling when you're forced into a situation you don't want to be in. Well, some poor souls have to deal with that for love. Crazy, right? That's why in this video we'll be showing you the top 10 romance anime where the main character is forced to live with a girl. Number 10, The World is Still Beautiful.
しかし寝顔は本当に可愛いよな。まつげ長、髪サラッサラ。可愛げのあるうちに触っとこうっと。
Does paper, rock, scissors determine the fate of everything? Not really, but for Nike Le Mercier, the fourth and youngest princess of Reign Dukedom, she's about to find out just how much her life will change with just a game. Even if she doesn't want to marry the Sun King Livius, he just has to do it for her country's sake. To save the very kingdom she grew up in, she travels to the Sun Kingdom for a marriage, one she thought was never meant to be. And boy, was she wrong.
なるほど。責任ね。ああ。いや、もっとすごいこと要求されんのかと。要求したら答えんのかよ。バカ！しねえよ。
Just like what the title says, this anime really portrays the beautiful side of the world. You might think it's just another fairy tale about a prince and a princess living happily ever after, but you're so wrong, just like Nike, because you won't know what hit you. This show is more than that. It is wholesome, sweet, and just so romantic. Number 9, My Happy Marriage.
旦那様、
いや、綺麗だ。
You might just hope that you're going to have an arranged marriage after watching this. Mio Saimori is a girl who is sent away to marry a stranger who belongs to the most feared and respected family in the land. She's a girl who has no choice, no hope, and no future. Or does she? Just maybe, there's a chance for her to find warmth and happiness in the most unlikely place.
おかしなことがあれば遠慮せずいつでも言え。はい。いいな。何があっても私が必ず駆けつける。
If the title isn't lying to you, then you already know how their marriage is going. This series is all about making you feel that love is always hiding somewhere, even in the worst situations. For some, like you, it might be hopeless, but it isn't for these two. The character dynamic and the way they interact with each other just feels so natural. Surprisingly, for a romance anime that started unknown, the animation is quite good, so why not try it out? Number 8, A Couple of Cuckoos.
ごめん。
やっぱりね。やっぱりナギくんが撮った写真が一番よく撮れてる気がする。
Imagine finding out that you've been living with the wrong family for your entire life. That's what happened to Nagi Umino and Erika Amano. Our boy Nagi is a smart and diligent student who dreams of becoming a doctor, while Erika is a super famous influencer who loves attention. They have nothing in common except for one thing. They were swapped at birth, and now their parents want them to get married to each other.
今度こそ。天野さん。
The animation in this rom-com is top-notch, and the music and voice acting are on point. It's surprisingly not generic, which you could tell from the concept alone, but it does have a sprinkle of harem in it. But, I mean, we like that anyway. It's even got that nisekoi feel to it. Sure, the story might move a bit quickly, but it's still a blast to watch. Number 7, Citrus.
あなた、ここは校内よ。何を考えて。あんた。キスなんかしたからだっつうの。
Life is full of surprises, and sometimes they come in the form of a kiss. And I wish that would happen to me, but that's what Yuzuko Aihara learns when she moves to a new school and a new home. She expects to make friends and have a good time, but instead, she meets Mei Aihara, the strict and cold student council president of the school. Yuzuko and Mei clash from the start, but things get even more complicated when Yuzuko finds out that Mei is her new stepsister.
メイの体温がわかる。触れたい。髪に。は 肌に
Overall, Citrus was an interesting anime that made the use of an even more interesting premise to develop a romantic relationship. And I know Yuri fans are eating well. Like many Yuri shows, this series is flashy, cute, and sometimes wholesome. You could literally feel the atmosphere's brightness, but there's something you should know. It has fan service. Number 6, Engaged to the Unidentified.
何かずっと隠してるだろう。何？何するんだ急に！おや？イチャイチャしてましたか？
What if the unidentified is not an alien, but a stranger in your house? That's what Kobeni Yonomori finds out on her 16th birthday. She thought it would be a normal day with friends, cake, and maybe some presents, but nope, she got a fiance and a sister-in-law out of nowhere, all thanks to her grandpa's old deal.
いたのか？びっくりした。だから何？
If you're looking for some fun, Engaged to the Unidentified is the anime for you. It's a blast to watch the characters joke around. Not to mention, this anime is a roller coaster ride of unpredictability because it throws plot twists and then turns around to give you even more. Not only that, the way it handles cliches is ridiculously funny. Almost all the normal tropes are present in this anime, just in a different way. You might think it'll be cringy, but you'll be surprised to see yourself have fun. Number 5, My Wife is the Student Council President.
では改めてふつつか者だがどうか幾久しく可愛がってやってくれ旦那様というわけで私の部屋に案内頼む
ちょっと待ていきなり来訪してトンチキな格好をした上に旦那様って何です
Politics can be a dirty game, especially when it comes to love. That's why when Hayato Azumi learns when he runs for student council president against Yui Wakana, a girl who has a very different vision for the school, our girl Yui is bold, outspoken, and passionate about sex education. Yeah, you heard me right. She wins the election by a landslide and makes Hayato her vice president and her husband?
もう会議は終わったぞ
会長何か用事ですか
This is a perfect example of how to do simplistic ecchi correctly. It avoids any complex plot lines, super dramatic elements, or frustrating hints of romance that lead nowhere. Instead, it focuses on genuine love, both emotional and physical, which even copies the moments teenage couples have in real life. And to be honest, it's a breath of fresh air because it gives you exactly what you're looking for as a viewer and nothing more. Number 4, the maid I hired recently is mysterious.
になって仕方なかったんだ。リリスが見たことのないこんな可愛い姿で出ていくんだもん。僕の前ではずっとメイド服なのにずるい。一体誰とどこで会うんだ。どうして僕じゃないんだって。
坊ちゃま
If perfection had a name, it would be Lilith. The new maid in young Yuri's household is a mystery wrapped in an apron. Every meal she cooks is super delicious, every corner she cleans sparkles, and she's even great at doing the laundry. But it's her eyes, those enchanting, suspicious eyes, that has Yuri wondering if there's more to Lilith than meets the eye.
キラキラ吸い寄せられる。その美しい瞳も好きだ。リリスの全部が大好きだ。
If you asked me if this anime is worth watching, I would say yes without thinking twice. This anime is a great way to pass the time, and I'm confident you'll appreciate the characters and how the series develops them as the episodes go by. It doesn't even have that I'm running out of ideas, so we need to put on some drama stuff. Everything just makes sense, and it actually makes the series better. And of course, there's Lilith. Number 3, Taisho Tami Fairy Tale.
だから私も大切にしよう優しくしようとそう思いましたの
何を根拠にそこまで僕を人を疑うということを知らないのか
Some people say that life is what you make of it, but what if you have nothing to make it with? That's the case with Tamahiko Shima, a 19-year-old who lost his right hand, his mother, and his place in society in one tragic accident. Now, he's stuck in a remote cabin in the Chiba Mountains where his only friends are books, birds, and his own sad thoughts. But what if his fairy tale is just getting started?
美味しいですか
本当に気に食わない少女だ僕を好きになりたいだと
If If you're into more innocent romance and actually believe in this thing called faith, then Taisho Otame Fairy Tale might just be for you. It's a breath of fresh air from all the drama, all the tears, and all the fan service. And you can tell from the way they look that it's gonna be wholesome as hell. And you'll probably stop being a degenerate after watching it. Number 2, True Tears.
ごめんなさい。
どうして謝るんだよ。俺が勝手に見ちゃって。謝るのは俺で。なのに、どうしてそっちが。
If you watch this anime, you'll definitely start making true tears. Our boy, Shinichiro, lives with Hiromi Yusa, a girl who seems perfect but hides a dark past. Noe is a girl who can curse anyone but can't cry herself. They're both drawn to each other, but also to the tears of the ones they love. If that isn't deep enough for you, then I don't know what is.
悲しいわ。とっても悲しい。
This anime has one of the best storylines you will ever see. Even the love triangle is so realistic, it stresses you out. The writing was so on point, and it made the romance feel so fresh. So expect a lot of drama and meaning in this show. I mean, even the animation and the art style have a massive impact on the emotions you'll feel, so ready for your hearts because this is gonna be a wild ride. Number 1, Love Hina.
やっぱ昼風呂は最高だね。ねえねえ、私さ、最近ちょっと胸が。
Does a childhood promise have the power to change your destiny? Well, that's what Kaitaro Urashima hopes as he strives to enter Tokyo University with his first love. But he fails the entrance exam twice, gets kicked out of his home, and ends up living in an all-girls dormitory where he meets 5 different girls who will turn his life upside down.
メガネ外すと結構可愛い顔してるんだ。現実の重さはどう？
To start things off, Love Hina is the epitome of harem anime, but unlike other series, it plays with the tropes really well and has enough charm to make them appealing to the audience. Where Love Hina succeeds is pulling the romance off really well, and only touching on it lightly right up into the last few episodes. That's why Love Hina is number 1 in our list of the top 10 romance anime where the main character is forced to live with a girl.